Hello, Karen here, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and I hope that you enjoy today's video. We're going to be doing some more listening practice today. We're going to be listening to a woman, and she's talking about breakfast. So today, I'd like you to try and write down as many different types of food that you hear her say. I'll play the file 4 times as per usual, but today I'll play it once at the normal speed first, and then twice at a slightly slower speed, and then one last time at the normal speed again. And then afterwards we can talk about some of the things that she says today. Okay, let's listen to her.
I usually have just like toast for breakfast. At the moment, I've been having Vegemite and cheese on one slice and peanut butter and cheese is really good too. Just if you haven't tried it, don't knock it till you try it. It's really good. That's what I've been having lately. I did run out of bread, and so I have been using English muffins, but in the next fortnight, will switch back to bread. I usually have just like toast for breakfast. At the moment, I've been having Vegemite and cheese on one slice and peanut butter and cheese is really good too. Just if you haven't tried it, don't knock it till you try it. It's really good. That's what I've been having lately. I did run out of bread, and so I have been using English muffins, but in the next fortnight, will switch back to bread. I usually have just like toast for breakfast. At the moment, I've been having Vegemite and cheese on one slice and peanut butter and cheese is really good too. Just if you haven't tried it, don't knock it till you try it. It's really good. That's what I've been having lately. I did run out of bread, and so I have been using English muffins, but in the next fortnight, will switch back to bread. I usually have just like toast for breakfast. At the moment, I've been having Vegemite and cheese on one slice and peanut butter and cheese is really good too. Just if you haven't tried it, don't knock it till you try it. It's really good. That's what I've been having lately. I did run out of bread, and so I have been using English muffins, but in the next fortnight, will switch back to bread.
Now let's talk about some of the things that she said. Her first sentence was, I usually have just like toast for breakfast.
I usually have just like toast for breakfast.
She used the word like here. We've talked about this word a few times recently, and it can actually be used in a lot of different ways. Here, it doesn't actually mean anything. It's just being used as a filler, a word or a sound that people make when they're thinking about what they want to say next. Like, but it doesn't sound like she needs to think about what she wants to say next. So she must just say this out of habit. So she must just have this habit of saying like, and she might not even realize it. And she said one food item in this sentence, toast. So let's keep a running list, shall we? And a running list is a list that we start and we just keep adding to that list when we find new things to add. So it's this list that's sort of on the side that we just keep adding to when there are new things to add. We don't look at it too closely, it's just there. And at the end of the video, we can then look at the final list and see what we added to it.
I usually have just like toast for breakfast.
And her next sentence was, at the moment, I've been having Vegemite and cheese on one slice and peanut butter.
At the moment, I've been having Vegemite and cheese on one slice and peanut butter.
Vegemite! This is so typically Australian. You've probably already heard of it before. You put it on bread, toast, things like that. If you haven't tried it before, it's very salty. And I think that you either love it or hate it. I'm in the love it camp. I put quite a generous amount on my toast. If you've never tried it before, I suggest that you just spread a little bit on your toast, like a quarter of a teaspoon, if that. At most, the largest amount. You may be in the hate camp, and I don't want you to ruin a good slice of toast if you are. So in this sentence, she said Vegemite, cheese, peanut butter. All of these are going on our list.
At the moment, I've been having Vegemite and cheese on one slice and peanut butter.
Okay, her next few sentences. Let me read this because it's very long. And peanut butter and cheese is really good too. Just if you haven't tried it, don't knock it till you try it. It's really good. That's what I've been having lately.
And peanut butter and cheese is really good too. Just if you haven't tried it, don't knock it till you try it. It's really good. That's what I've been having lately.
To knock is being used in a different way here. It's being used in an informal way to mean to criticize, to say that you don't like something or someone, or you think that they're bad in some way. So don't knock it till you try it, or don't knock it until you've tried it. This just means don't say that this, peanut butter and cheese, don't say that this is bad if you haven't tried peanut butter and cheese before. Usually we're talking about things that are weird, where people might give you a weird look if you suggest it to them. Can you think of an example where people might give you a weird look if you suggest it to them? And then you can say, hey, don't knock it till you've tried it.
And peanut butter and cheese is really good too. Just if you haven't tried it, don't knock it till you try it. It's really good. That's what I've been having lately.
And her next sentence was, I did run out of bread, and so I have been using English muffins.
I did run out of bread, and so I have been using English muffins.
To run out. This is a phrasal verb, and like with a lot of phrasal verbs, this one has a few different meanings. Here, it means that you don't have any more of something. You've finished it. The most common way that this is used in the kitchen is to talk about running out of milk or bread or eggs. I'm always running out of milk. I obviously drink a lot of milk. Here, she has run out of bread. She has finished all of her bread. So what has she been using instead? She's been using English muffins.
I did run out of bread, and so I have been using English muffins.
English muffins are another type of bread. They're small and round and flat. If you've had breakfast at McDonald's or Macca's, as we call them in Australia, they use English muffins for their McMuffins. So she's been eating these instead since she ran out of regular bread. So now we need to add these two items to our list: bread and English muffins.
I did run out of bread, and so I have been using English muffins.
And her last sentence was, but I, in the next fortnight, will switch back to bread.
But I, in the next fortnight, will switch back to bread.
Firstly, fortnight. This just means 2 weeks. And to switch means to change from one thing to something else. If you're driving, for example, and you're on a wide road and so there are a few lanes, you can switch lanes if you want. You can go from this lane to this lane. Or maybe at university you first started studying science, but then you decided you didn't like it, so you switched to economics instead. Now, to switch back means to go back to your first choice. In our driving example, you were in this lane, then you switched lanes. Now you want to switch back. You want to go back to your first lane. Here, she started eating bread. But then she ran out of bread, she finished all her bread, so she switched to English muffins. But sometime in the next fortnight, in the next 2 weeks, she will switch back to bread. She will go back to her first choice, which was bread. And she'll probably do this when she runs out of English muffins.
But I, in the next fortnight, will switch back to bread.
So what are the food items that she mentioned today? Toast, Vegemite, cheese, peanut butter, bread, and English muffins. Let's listen to her one more time at the normal speed, and see how much more you can understand this time around.
I usually have just like toast for breakfast. At the moment, I've been having Vegemite and cheese on one slice and peanut butter and cheese is really good too. Just if you haven't tried it, don't knock it till you try it. It's really good. That's what I've been having lately. I did run out of bread, and so I have been using English muffins, but in the next fortnight, will switch back to bread.
Please give this video a thumbs up if you found it useful. It helps to let me know that you like these types of videos, so then I can make more of them for you. Thank you for watching today. Keep practicing, stay safe out there, and I shall see you next time. Bye.